Most people dream of having a business that makes money even when they're not working. But for freelancers or small agency owners, that dream often turns into a trap. You start with 1 or 2 clients, things go well, and then you get more. More messages, more calls, more deadlines. You build a business that depends entirely on you. If you stop working, everything stops. That's what happened to me. I had great clients, good projects, and 0 free time. I was still the one writing, delivering, checking, updating, replying, and sending. It wasn't really a business, it was just me, multiplied by stress. Then I realized something. If I could automate my workflow as a freelancer, I could also automate an entire agency. Not by hiring a team, not by outsourcing everything, but by building a network of AI tools that handle the repetitive work. That's exactly what I did. I built an AI agency that runs 24/7 with no team, no office, and no chaos. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how. Let's start with the truth. The reason most agencies fail is not lack of skill, it's lack of systems. Every new client means new emails, new meetings, new confusion. There's no central brain that connects the business together. That's what an AI-powered agency fixes. Instead of 100 moving parts, you have one core system that runs every process. When I decided to build mine, I started from the same tools I used as a freelancer. Notion, ChatGPT, Zapier, Make.com, Google Drive. The difference was how I connected them. I didn't want separate automations. I wanted a single network that could think, track, and update itself. The idea is simple. Your agency only needs to do 3 things: bring clients in, deliver results, and keep clients informed. Everything else can be automated or supported by AI. Let's break that down into how it works in practice. The first system is client acquisition. In a traditional agency, you'd need someone doing outreach, someone writing proposals, someone managing responses. In my AI setup, the process runs automatically. Every day, the system finds potential leads based on the industries I target. It uses tools like Apollo and Clay to pull verified contact data. It sends it to ChatGPT, which writes personalized outreach messages that sound human. Then, instantly, .ai sends those messages at the right time zones and manages follow-ups. When someone replies positively, Make.com picks it up, scans the message, and books a call directly into my calendar. What used to take hours every week now happens in the background. I just check my calendar in the morning and see new calls already booked. Next, delivery. This is the heart of the agency. I built it so each client has a unique workspace in Notion. Inside it, every project has tasks, briefs, and deadlines. The AI assistant in Notion keeps each project updated automatically. If a client adds a comment, AI summarizes it. If a deadline is near, AI sends a reminder. If a new task starts, AI creates a standard template for it. To create content or deliverables, I use ChatGPT and Canva Magic Studio. For example, if a client needs social media posts, I upload their brand voice, goals, and previous examples once. From there, AI generates new drafts daily. Make.com sends the drafts to Google Drive, renames them by client and date, and updates the Notion tracker with the new links. What happens next is what used to cost me the most time: feedback and revision. Normally, this means long threads of emails and messages. Now, when a client comments on a document, AI summarizes everything into a short, clear note. It might say, "Client wants to adjust tone, add a new call to action, and shorten the last post." Then it offers options for how to fix it. I approve one, and the change happens automatically. After that, delivery and reporting happen almost by themselves. When a task is marked complete in Notion, Make.com sends the final file to the client with a short message written by AI. It might say, "Here's your final content package for this week." Let me know if you want me to schedule the next one. The file is automatically stored, logged, and added to the client's progress report. Every Monday morning, AI generates a short report for each client. It includes completed tasks, metrics, and suggestions for next steps. The report is formatted neatly in Notion and sent by email automatically. Clients think I have a full team working overnight, but it's just the system running itself. Now, what about communication? I built an AI inbox. All client messages go into a single Slack channel. The AI assistant reads and categorizes them. Questions go into one section, approvals go into another, tasks go into Notion automatically. If something is urgent, I get an instant summary on my phone. I don't scroll through 20 chats anymore. I see one message that says, "This client asked for X, and it's already added to Y project." The biggest challenge for any agency is scale. With humans, scale means hiring. With systems, scale means adding capacity. When I get a new client, I duplicate the workspace template. The automations and AI prompts are already set. It takes 5 minutes to onboard a new client instead of 5 days. This is what I call compound scalability. The more clients you have, the more data the system learns. The more data it learns, the faster it becomes. So growth no longer increases your workload. It increases the system's efficiency. Here's a quick example. Suppose one of your clients wants blog posts every week. ChatGPT writes the draft. Grammarly checks it. Canva Magic Studio formats the visuals. Zapier sends it to Google Docs. Notion logs it as complete. And Make.com sends it for review. The entire process runs without you lifting a finger. Multiply that by 5 clients. You're running an agency that creates and delivers work while you sleep. But what if you do want a small team? That's where this setup really shines. Humans don't have to do repetitive work anymore. They handle creativity, strategy, and communication. AI does the rest. You can plug in a designer, a writer, or a strategist without changing your system. They log into Notion, see their tasks, and everything else flows through the AI. This is how you build an agency that doesn't break when one person is sick or on vacation. It doesn't depend on who's online. The system runs, and the people guide it. Let's talk numbers for a second. When I first tested this model, I had 5 clients, each paying around $1,000 a month. Before automation, that was my limit. I couldn't take more because I would burn out. After setting up this system, I doubled that number within 3 months. 10 clients, the same amount of personal work, and 0 late deliveries. The best part? I didn't have to be online all the time. I started my mornings by checking the dashboard. I could see every project status in one place. Green meant done. Yellow meant waiting for feedback. Red meant I needed to look at it. That visual clarity alone removed half my stress. So how do you actually build this? Start small. Take one service you already offer and document every step of how you deliver it. Then ask, where am I wasting time? Usually it's in repetitive communication, file organization, or reporting. That's where you start adding automation. You can build the first version of your AI agency in one weekend. All you need are 5 tools. Notion, to manage clients and projects. ChatGPT, to generate ideas, drafts, and replies. Make.com or Zapier, to connect everything together. Google Drive, to store and share files. And an email automation tool like Instantly or Gmail scripts. You don't need expensive platforms or enterprise software. You need logic. Every time you do something twice, write it down. Then ask, can AI do this faster? If yes, automate it. Once your system works for one client, duplicate it. Make each client workspace identical. The beauty of automation is consistency. The more predictable your process, the better AI performs. Now you might wonder, how do you make sure quality stays high? That's where review checkpoints come in. every piece of content or task goes through a simple rule. AI drafts, human reviews, AI delivers. You spend 5 minutes reviewing instead of 50 minutes creating. The longer you use this system, the smarter it gets. For example, I trained my prompts to learn from past feedback. When a client asks for something new, AI references older examples and adjusts tone automatically. That's how you create an agency that adapts without constant supervision. At this point, your agency is more of an ecosystem. AI doesn't replace humans, it replaces friction. It lets humans do the parts that require taste, empathy, and creativity. What's even more interesting is how it changes the client experience. They get faster responses, clearer updates, and consistent delivery. They feel like you have a big professional team, but you're still working solo, powered by systems. Once you reach that level, scaling becomes a decision, not a dream. Want to grow to 20 clients? Duplicate the system? Want to focus on higher-end projects? Adjust the templates. Want to take 2 weeks off? Schedule automations and everything keeps running. That's the point where your business stops depending on your time. It starts depending on your structure. When people hear AI agency, they often imagine something complicated. But it's really simple. You're just replacing human coordination with automation logic. AI doesn't make you less human. It gives you back your time, so you can act more like one. So what's next? Once you have your automated agency running, you can productize it. Turn your service into a subscription, like a monthly content package or an ongoing strategy retainer. The system delivers value every week automatically. That's recurring income without recurring stress. Imagine waking up to new clients onboarded automatically, projects moving through each phase, and finished work being delivered while you sleep. That's not a fantasy, it's a system. And you can build it piece by piece. Start with automation for outreach, then add automation for delivery, then reporting. You don't have to build everything in one weekend. You just have to start. If you do that consistently, you'll reach a point where your agency no longer feels like a job. It feels like a machine that works for you. That's when you finally own a business instead of being trapped inside one. So that's how I built an AI agency that runs 24/7 with no team and no office. The key isn't the tools, it's how you connect them. Build once, improve weekly, and watch it grow. If you found this useful, subscribe to Wealth Circuit. In the next video, I'll break down how to turn this kind of AI system into a personal brand engine that attracts clients, followers, and opportunities on autopilot. I'm Alex, and this is Wealth Circuit. See you in the next one.